Hey everybody, so today the only new position update and what I'd like to do with this video is a analysis on the Qs. It's the only position I've made today. It's really the only thing I've seen. The majority of the options that were placed on QQQ was selling calls. So slightly bearish, but I was looking for something that had a high positive net delta, a high positive negative net delta on puts. So that basically tells us that the majority of those puts are in a long position, so being in long puts. I don't like really selling premium. Not that my account doesn't allow it, but it's just something that I prefer not to do with all those risks and added things on top of being able to, sell premium, etc. So, what I like to do is some technical analysis first over the stock, as well as some my new position. So, it looks like over the past month or so, a couple months, we've seen this low form right here, and we've had higher lows and higher highs. So this technically will say that we are in a bullish turnover position, which is great on the stock, but the overall liquidity and the zone that we're looking for to break is this 310 range. So we'd like to see a move past this 310 to confirm our next leg up, which would be around this 330 range where the last previous liquidity was located at. So this large area right here that I'm highlighting is the liquidity zone that we would like to see a large supply to bring that rejection from this zone. So as far as that, we're looking for a bounce off of this zone to the downside. And if we go into a shorter time period, we do see, we've had a lot of rallies today, and the previous past few days we've had a lot of rallies, which is technically great on the stock. But similar to this position, kind of reminds me of what SPY was looking like, as far as having a negative net flow imbalance on option premium, and forming a area of high supply, which if we go back to SPY and look at that, we do see that we did break out of that supply zone. Let me go ahead here. I'll show you that. So this was the channel of the supply zone, and here's the demand zone. We bounced off of that and we broke past the supply. So that's technically what I'm seeing here, similar to the Qs, but with such a high net negative delta premium on the options, I'm looking to get bearish on this position. So furthermore, this is my position. What I went ahead and chose is the Qs weekly July 29th 308 puts, which are expiring tomorrow. So our break-even price would be 306. I purchased these for roughly around $2 a piece, or actually on the money at $2 a piece exactly. So that would be something that we would be risking. The theta on these premiums are practically lose it all tomorrow. 173 is the theta that we would lose, or the value we'd lose on top of the premium if we follow into the next day with no move on implied volatility or no move on the underlying stock. So this is basically a very high risk, high reward options play. And what I'm looking for is just to get in the money. Just, get into the 308 zone would be great. That's what I'm looking for, and tomorrow, if that happens, that'd be great. I would take profit on those on that position. Furthermore, the risk defined under that would be just practically as much as you place or as much as you buy is how much you're risking. So that's just something to be looking out for. Okay. So really nothing we can see. We've just had lower lows on these premiums with the occasional spike, which is great and everything. But somewhere around this range is where I would be looking to capture some profits if the spike follows as previous, 800-ish range. So net risk to reward ratio would be 176 risk or 200 risk for 800, which gives us 1 in 4 risk to reward ratio wise. And that's something that I would be looking forward to. That would be great. Typically, I don't choose really short dated options unless I define the risk, unless I have a clear analysis of the risk and all of my criteria are meeting. So as far as that imbalance that we were talking about in the stock, we have all of that defined, and this would be a area of supply. So we're looking for the rejection of the supply tomorrow, followed by a downward move of let's see, about 4 points would be great. We have to be within that range of 306 for it to really come out into play where we would be in the money. And how I got that is I got the strike price of 308 subtracted by the cost of premium, which was 2. So that gives us 306. 306 is our break even. So looking into that, we'll see how it plays out tomorrow, guys. I hope everything's looking good for y'all. I didn't make any new positions. Everything else is still how it is. IWM making a large move up to the supply zone, and it looks like we are right at the upper trend line. So we haven't broke it just yet, but it would be, I'm keeping my eyes on it as much as possible, and that would be my stop. Okay, so anyways, y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'm looking forward to making a video tomorrow. We'll see you.